Hey, what's up, everybody? King JB here, MMAKingdom.com. Basically here to review UFC 137. It's a little late, man, so I'm just going to kind of make this quick. I'm going to go over a few things. We'll talk about the Nick Diaz, BJ Penn fight, obviously. But for you guys that may not already have the results, I will go ahead and give you guys the results as we go. First of all, I do want to say that make sure you guys check out MMA Affiliates Radio tomorrow, man. Tomorrow, every Sunday night, every Wednesday. You know, we do it real big. Always got some of the biggest guests that there is out there. But anyway, hopefully I'm loud enough because right now my voice is a little rough from this BJ Penn bullshit. But anyway, we'll keep it moving. To start off in the preliminary card, we had Dustin Jacoby getting the win over Clifford Starks by unanimous decision. It was a pretty good one. You know, Clifford Starks, oh no, I'm sorry. Clifford beat Jacoby by unanimous decision. Did a lot of lay and pray. Middleweight fight, Chris Camozzi and Francis Carmont. He had a real attitude, man. He tried to emulate Anderson Silva a little bit too much. I wasn't real happy with his attitude, but he did dominate the fight and won the fight by unanimous decision. Ramsey Nijem looked the best I've ever seen him look. He came in and just destroyed Danny Downs, got that unanimous decision. Me and actually one of the judges scored a 30-25, so huge win for Ramsey, no question about it. All right, moving on, we got Brandon Vera making his big return. He beat Elliot Marshall 29-28. He got the decision win. A couple people out there are saying Brandon did not win the fight. You're out of your fucking mind. Brandon Vera did win the fight. His striking was better. Just overall, he was better. You know, Elliot Marshall came on strong in the third round. That was it. That's all he did. But Brandon Vera did break his arm. He refused to tap, waited it out, got the decision win. I got to give him credit for that. He knew his UFC career was on the line. Big ups to Brandon Vera, man, for showing the heart to keep your job, man. Big ups. Speaking of keeping job, Tyson Griffin. I don't think he's going to be able to keep his job because Bart Palazewski knocked him out round 1, 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Huge knockout. Big win for Bart Palazewski in his UFC debut. So definitely huge there. Donald Cerrone dominated like everybody thought he was going to do. He got the submission win over Dennis Seaver. I think this definitely, he was already in my top 10, but I think this should put him in your guys' top 10 at lightweight. Donald Cerrone's the real deal. I think within a year or two, he may be the UFC lightweight champion. This is an honest pick of mine. I think he's talented in every aspect. Striking, submissions, grappling, obviously. I just think, defense. I think Cerrone's definitely somebody to be reckoned with in that division. Hatsu Hioki, who a lot of us were looking forward to making his UFC debut. Very boring win over George Roop. I did score for Hioki 29-28, and so did the judges. Basically, he had no striking. He just laid and prayed a lot of the fight. He did show a lot of technique, though. He does have a shitload of technique. That's the truth. He just couldn't finish. Jorgensen got a pretty technical fight decision with Jeff Curran. It was a very technical fight. A lot of us thought it was boring. But, a lot of times the technical fights are the least boring. It just depends on how you look at it. You know what I mean? Personally, I didn't like the fight. You know what I'm saying? Just to be honest. No one ever had a clear-cut advantage. The decision, in my opinion, could have went either way. Crow Cop, as I predicted, did get TKO'd by Roy Nelson. But Crow Cop looked good. Round 2, he came up with a flurry that busted Roy Nelson the fuck up, busted him wide open. But in the end, there was a crucifix that Roy Nelson got that Crow Cop was never able to recover from. Third round, he ended up falling by TKO. Chet Congo and Matt Mitrione, one of the most boring fights I've ever seen in my life. I'm a big fan of Matt Mitrione, obviously being from Indianapolis over here. But I'm going to be honest. Both of these fighters looked like they were scared to engage. I don't know why. But in the end, Congo even ran from him half the fight. I scored the fight 29-28 for Mitrione, but the judges gave it to Chet Congo. So, I don't know. Even one judge gave it to Congo 30-27, which was fucking insane. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. Now, let's get to the main event. BJ Penn, Nick Diaz, fight of the night. First of all, I do want to say Bart Palazewski did win the knockout of the night, and Donald Cerrone did win submission of the night. Now, the fight of the night was BJ Penn and Nick Diaz. Now, with this, Nick Diaz did win the decision. So I'm going to elaborate on some of the things I said leading up to this fight. First of all, BJ Penn and Mirko Cro Cop have both retired. I do want to say this is a sad day in MMA. I know a lot of us are sad as fuck. I can't believe that Cro Cop I know is gone. I really hope BJ reconsiders because I don't think BJ's done. But all the people criticizing BJ saying he's whining because he lost, nah, man. You know, he's got a family. And maybe if some of you people would be spending time with your kids instead of criticizing other motherfuckers, then maybe, just maybe, y'all would be better parents or better men or better women than what y'all are out there. So before you have the nerve to criticize BJ Penn for wanting to be a family man, grow the fuck up. You know what I'm saying? All y'all, man, some of y'all people trip me the fuck out. Now, Nick Diaz, you know, let me say this. He earned my respect as a fighter. BJ Penn dominated the boxing, in my opinion, in round one. But Nick Diaz came back to dominate. I mean, completely dominate boxing in round 2 and 3. As BJ started to gas, as BJ does sometimes. Both men were busted wide open. One of the best fights I've ever seen in my life. Nick Diaz, of course, continued to be disrespectful. He said GSP is scared of him. Get the fuck out of here. Nick Diaz is not scared. I mean, GSP is not scared of Nick Diaz. I still really think that Nick Diaz needs to grow up. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. And some of y'all cult fans of Nick Diaz, y'all need to grow up. Listen, man, I'm as hood as it gets. I'm as street as it gets. But at some point, you stop looking up to thugs as you grow up, man. You understand what I'm saying? You motherfuckers that look up to Nick Diaz probably got Tupac posters hanging on your wall and shit. You know what I'm saying? You have to grow up, and you're probably still asking your mama, getting mad at your mama because she drunk the orange juice with your name on it. Get the fuck out of your mama's houses. Go get your own house. Take the Tupac posters off the wall and put family photos up. You understand what I'm saying? Grow the fuck up. You know, Nick Diaz, he's a great fighter. But is he a great professional? No. Is he a great man? No. You know what I'm saying? He's a punk in a lot of ways, and most people know this. But I will say this, he earned my respect as a fighter. I got nothing but love for him as a fighter. He did the damn thing. He's not going to beat GSP, though. But for all the people that, you know, want to say I told you so, that's cool. You did tell me BJ Penn would lose to Nick Diaz, and you were right. Nick Diaz put it on him. He earned my respect. But like I said, man, some of you grown-ass men who have sent me some of the hate mail because I didn't pick Nick Diaz, you guys are fucking bums, man. You guys are fucking children. You know, oh my God, I picked against your favorite fighter. So fucking what, man? Take the posters off your wall. Quit bitching at your mamas for drinking your orange juice because you wrote your little fucking name on it. Get a fucking job and be a fucking man. Quit looking up to thugs because y'all can't beat thugs. You understand? That's the truth. Oh, Nick Diaz is so cool because he says what he wants. So does every other man. Just most men understand that you have a job to do. You know, so if you think it's cool to run in there and tell your boss fuck you and get fired and lose millions of dollars on a payday, you think that's cool? That's why your asses is broke. And that's why the king's the king. With that said, UFC 137, one of the best overall main events I've seen in a long time. BJ Penn, Nick Diaz, great fight. Nothing but love for him. Now we're going to see Carlos Condit and Nick Diaz in the future because Carlos Condit's probably going to be GSP anyway. I don't know. It's going to be a good fight. But Nick Diaz, he earned my respect tonight. Most of you MMA fans, you haven't. You know what I'm saying? Grow the fuck up. Real shit. The MMAKingdom.com. Go check it out. MMA Affiliates Radio. King JB doing the damn thing. As always, it's late. I'm going to get off here. Y'all be cool.